It's Joe from American Trucks. In this video, we're going over the Tonno Pro TonnoFold Tonneau cover, fitting all 14 to 18 Silverado 1500s. Now, this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking for a budget-friendly yet high-quality vinyl tonneau cover that's going to be quick and easy to use. So what do we have going on here with this offering from Tonno Pro? First things first, let's dive into materials used and build quality. As far as the vinyl goes, this is going to be UV and tear-resistant, black textured, double-sided vinyl. It also is going to be wrapped around a powder-coated aluminum frame, which is durable yet lightweight at the same time. We got seals around all four sides to help keep the weather out, and all in all, I think this makes for a really nice low-profile design, sort of gives you the blackout look and maintains the looks, as this only sits about an inch above the bed rails. I think it's going to look right at home on the rear of any Silverado. Now, this thing is going to be able to be rolled up and down really quickly, which is going to be great no matter what weather you're in, even in the coldest temperatures. If that vinyl shrinks, you have that frame there, and rolling this thing up is going to be really simple. So let me show you guys how it's going to work. First things first, drop the tailgate, and then on the inside here, you're going to find sort of like a lever action rifle. That is what's going to be creating that clamping force on the bed rails. You're just going to open up that lever, and then you can fold this thing up. One thing to note, I already did the other side, and that's loosened up and folded away, but you always want to make sure that these are completely tucked away. Otherwise, you'll poke a hole through this vinyl, and that would not be good. Other than that, it's just going to be rolling this bad boy forward. And then at the top here, we do have some buckles, and that is going to hold it in place. There's one on either side. Now, one thing to mention about a design like this one is that last panel is going to be pretty much locked in place, but we're going to show you how this thing gets installed in just a second here. It really is just a couple of thumb screws up there that hold it down, so if you ever do need that extra space in the bed, it is really easy to loosen it up and then put it right back on as soon as you need your tonneau cover again. One thing I really like about Tonno Pro is they always throw a bunch of cool extras into their tonneau cover kits. This one in particular comes with some Tonno Pro branded gloves, a nice stick-on light that does take 3 AA batteries to get to turn on, by the way, some vinyl cleaner for the vinyl up here, some stickers, and a tailgate seal down here just to help keep some extra moisture out. They don't really have to do any of that stuff. This tonneau cover could definitely stand on its own. It's a quality product, but the fact that they're willing to go the extra mile, I think that's pretty cool. And I think the gloves are kind of funny as well. Now, one thing I do have to say, and this isn't a problem with this one in particular, but all vinyl tonneau covers in general, is what you are gaining in adequacy when it comes to protecting your stuff from the weather. You are basically not getting any security at all. All it takes to get through this thing is a simple pocket knife, and then whatever you have in your bed, anyone's gonna be able to get in there and grab. So if you do plan on carrying anything of value in the bed of your truck, Tonno Pro does have some hard tri-fold options that I would look into, and us on the site, we have some hinged options as well that do a perfect job at adding a little bit of security to the bed of your truck if that's something that you need. If not, you're looking to save a little bit, this is gonna be a great option because let's be honest, at the end of the day, those hard tri-fold options or the hinged options, they get expensive quick, usually $700 to $1,000 for a decent one. So this definitely has its niche when it comes to price point. Now, speaking about price point, this is where this one really starts to shine. It's one of the most budget-friendly tonneau cover options on the website, and for what you're getting here, all the extras and something that's on a frame and doesn't feature snaps and doesn't roll up that difficult, I think it is well worth the $300 price tag that it comes with. Again, it's definitely more toward the budget-friendly side. You're getting a lot here, and it even comes with a limited lifetime warranty. So let's get to the good stuff. Let me show you how to get this guy installed on your Silverado. There's really no modifications required, no drilling, nothing like that. One thing worth mentioning, if you do have a plastic bed liner, you might need to trim that up a bit to make room for the clamps, but it's gonna be different depending on what exactly it is you have. Also, we're working on the short bed today. The long bed install is gonna be roughly similar, except of course, everything is gonna be a little bit longer. Now, still, this is gonna be really easy. 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. Should take you about 30 minutes tops. So without any further ado, let me show you what tools you will need and how it's done. Now, there's really only one tool you'll need for this install, and that's a knife to trim up some weather stripping. However, if you want to put batteries in the light, you'll also need a Phillips head screwdriver. So over at our truck, you can see I have something on my hands. I mentioned earlier that this kit comes with some extras, one of which including gloves. And one thing I've always thought while installing Tonno Pro tonneau covers is I wish I had a set of gloves, and here we are. They actually pack you a set of gloves in the kit. I think that's pretty funny, so I'm gonna wear them for the install. Hope you guys don't mind. Go ahead and leave your angry comments down below. But with that out of the way, let's move on to our first step. We're gonna need the pocket knife and the weather stripping seal for the front of the bulkhead. I'm gonna climb up into the bed. We're gonna apply that with the sticky side down, and then we're gonna trim it to size. Over here, we're just gonna come to our edge and trim that to size with the knife. Now for the next step, we could actually grab our tonneau cover. You wanna make sure these clamping areas are facing down toward the bed of the truck. We're just gonna lay this on top up by the bulkhead. So after that, we can crawl underneath, and here you'll find something like this. We're working on the driver's side first. All you're gonna do is pull that guy down, slide it over, get that tooth underneath the bed rail, and then crank down on this thumb screw to lock it in place, and it's gonna be the same process on both sides. Now, while we're here, good opportunity to talk about bed liner. Just one consideration, you can see ours is pretty much out of the way, but yours might not be. And if that's the case, you might have to end up cutting some stuff away in this area, but not really a big deal. Now at this point, our tonneau cover is pretty much installed, just in the rolled up position. So we're gonna unroll it and I'll show you how to latch it down at the rear. So back here, the clamps are gonna be a little bit different. This basically works off of that sort of lever action like that, and that upward coming of the clamp is basically what locks this under the bed rail. Before I show you how to do that, one thing I wanna mention is you always wanna make sure that this is over here and in the slot when you roll this thing up, just so this doesn't poke through the actual vinyl of the tonneau cover. But with that said, let's go ahead and drop it down, pull it out, crank down on that lever, slide it over, get it under the bed rail, and then you can pull back down. That's actually a little bit tight. So what we're gonna do is back that back out, and you can adjust this by spinning it either left or right. And we'll try again. And that is pretty much perfect right there. It's gonna be the same exact process over here on the other side, except that folded up position is gonna be towards you over here. And preemptively, we'll lower that down a little bit. And then come over here and crank it down. Well guys, that's gonna do it for my review and install of the Tonno Pro TonnoFold Tonneau cover, fitting all 14 to 18 Silverado 1500s. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you keep it right here at American Trucks for all things Silverado.